Hello guys, I am Monty Puck, and you're listening to Pucking Around, and today we are reviewing the Leafs and Habs game from September 25th, 2025. The Toronto Maple Leafs were victorious by a score of 7-2 in this preseason game. There were no shots for either team for the first 4.5 minutes until a good defensive play by Scott Laughton led to him getting in the shot lane and chipping the puck up to himself. He was able to come in on a partial break and rip it home to open the scoring. With just under 7 minutes left in the first, Matias Maccelli banks a pass up the boards to Bobby McMann, who's able to set Scott Laughton up on a little breakaway. Forehand, backhand, 5-hole. Scott Laughton with 2 goals in the first period. With around 3.5 minutes in the first, Mike Matheson rips home a point shot in the dying seconds of a Habs power play to bring them within 1. Almost immediately following Matheson's goal, the Leafs have the Habs pinned in their zone. Maccelli is tripped and there's a delayed penalty, but as Maccelli is falling onto his knees, he manages to get the pass to Benning, who finds McMann open at the point. McMann takes a few strides and rips it low to make it 3-1 Toronto with around 3 minutes left in the first. Just over 5 minutes into the second, Ivan Demidov finds Patrick Laine through traffic, and Laine one-times it home to make it 3-2 on the power play. In the final seconds of a Leafs power play, with around 11.5 minutes remaining in the second, Henry Thrun finds Scott Laughton, who takes a shot that deflects off the skate of Steven Lorentz to make it 4-2 Toronto. Around a minute and a half later, Easton Cowan enters the zone with Lorentz, but is poke-checked. However, the puck bounces to the point to Scott Laughton, who throws the puck to the net where Steven Lorentz tips it in for his second of the period. So at this point, Scott Laughton had 2 goals in the first period, Steven Lorentz had 2 goals in the second period, and Scott Laughton had 2 assists in the second period. Scott Laughton with a 4-point night. Scott Laughton, preseason legacy game. You love to see it. He was rocking the A out there as well. So was Lorentz as well. So both guys, they got the opportunity to wear an A for tonight's games, and neither one took that opportunity for granted. You love to see it. About 5 minutes into the third, Steven Lorentz is carrying the puck to the front of the net, but Demidov knocks it loose to the point. But Matt Benning tees home a one-timer to make it 6-2. With just under 8 minutes left, after a defensive zone draw for the Leafs, the Habs gain possession, but the puck bounces out to center, where Ryan Twerberg turns on the Jets and chases it, getting partially taken down, no call, pushes through, rips it home from the hash marks to make it 7-2 for Toronto. The remaining minutes, the Habs had a few all-right chances. They hit the post a couple times, but ultimately Toronto remained in control for the entirety of the game to win it 7-2. Now, of course, this is a preseason game that has zero meaning in the grand scheme of the season, but, you know, it's always good to see guys finding their form this early on into the season, like before the season even started. Guys like Laughton and Lorentz and even Bobby McMann just trying to get back into the groove of things. I thought Matias Maccelli looked really impressive tonight. I also liked Hildeby's play for the most part, and I did not expect that 1-T from Benning, so that was definitely something to see. The next Leafs preseason game is on Saturday, and I will be covering that, as always. Thank you guys for listening. This has been Monty Puck with Pucking Around. I'll catch you in the next one.